The question that always comes up in stories like this is, will this affect us?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long way away, but it's a powerful storm. So Hannah, tell us.
It really is, and it really is quite a blessing that this is not directly impacting the United States. You know, we're seeing off the coast some of those issues, indirectly because that storm is not making landfall into the United States itself. Here, long story short, it's not going to impact us here in the Tennessee Valley, but I will show you what we are going to see starting off with the next couple of hours. So overall here in Chattanooga, going to stay nice and dry, but areas like Gilmer County are seeing some showers over there by LJ, but that's not going to be very long lasting. But with those little isolated cells, you could see some heavy rainfall, which could pose a potential risk for some flooding. But other than that, likely going to stay clear. We are seeing hefty heat index levels, so it is feeling hot. Hot and muggy is really the name of the game. Here's a look at your futurecast heading into the rest of this evening. Overall, staying nice and dry. Again, a few little scattered showers speckled around will be possible. And then heading into your Tuesday, a similar setup with most of those rainfall occurrences likely happening to the east of I-75, very pinpoint and minor. But again, those slow moving stationary storms can bring a lot of heavy rain. So do keep an eye out and just stay weather aware. Of course, if you hear thunder, make sure you're heading indoors. Cold front is going to start approaching heading into your Wednesday. You guys are going to love, for those of you who are ready for cooler weather, you're going to love this next graphic that I'm about to show you. When I saw this updated graphic, I kind of squeaked for joy just a little bit over here. Look at that. That's the temperature trend heading into next week. No, your eyes do not deceive you. We're looking at below average temperatures heading into our area, actually matching Cindy's jersey over there quite nicely. And then heading into the next 7 days, look at that. Those temperatures are going to dip just below the average, and then heading into next week, we're going to likely see those temperatures stay in the lower to mid 80s. Now, of course, let's talk about Hurricane Erin, which is just over areas bringing a lot of rain to Puerto Rico. The Leeward Islands going to bring heavy rain to the Bahamas. Again, it's a Category 4 hurricane. It was a Category 5, then it diminished to a Cat 2, and then it went through an eyewall replacement cycle, and it's now a Category 4 major hurricane. And it's going to stay a major hurricane for a long time. There's lots of heat. There's not a lot of wind shear. Fortunately, it's not going to make direct impact with the United States, but still going to bring heavy rainfall. And it's going. The thing is that Erin is going to expand. It's going to double and possibly triple in size. So that's why we're starting to see more of these advisories and these warnings for the East Coast as well as Bermuda. So like was mentioned before, Dare County, North Carolina issued a state of emergency. Portions they're concerned about Highway 12 in North Carolina that could potentially wash out, and then rescue crew or whoever, the first responders, wouldn't be able to get to other people. So some mandatory evacuations have been put in place. And Erin will also bring dangerous riptides along the East Coast with this surf. So here's a look at Erin again. We're just going to see how close is this going to get to the Outer Banks and over to the East Coast. You see some of those bands of rain, while it's not the heftiest stuff, still could bring some coastal flooding as it continues to work its way through and then back out into the Atlantic heading into your the rest of this weekend. But we are watching what's behind Hurricane Erin. There is a 60% chance of tropical development, watching around for the Lesser Antilles as well as the Caribbean, and again, over there by Puerto Rico. This is the area we're watching. This is off the coast of the Cabo Verde Islands, just to the west, and it's another tropical development which formed off of Africa. So going to be keeping an eye on this next system very closely. Too early to tell whether it's going to be a hurricane or how, the intensity, size, that type of thing. Right now, it's something we watch. Over the next 7 days, again, a 60% chance of tropical development. It is going to be heating up heading into the next couple of days before we see a nice cool down with those temperatures below average. Back to you.
Thank you, Hannah.